After leaving the quirky town of Coober, we're finally back on track and about to hit the dirt. Our next stop takes us north to explore a hidden gem, the Breakaways. So often overlooked by travellers, this rugged landscape stuns with its dramatic formations and striking colours. Join us as we dive into the beauty of this little talked about wonder, and along the way we'll share some off-road tips that'll help make the most out of your next adventure. As always, thanks to our supporting partners and subscribers for joining us on our filthy off-road adventures.
Well, good morning, everyone. I don't know what day it is. We've just left Coober and we're heading out to the Breakaways. We're pretty glad to leave caravan parks behind us now, and we are just about to hit some dirt road. Why are you so happy?
This stuff. Dirt.
Love your dirt.
Finally. It's been so damn long.
Yeah.
With all the stop starts of this trip, I'm just glad to be finally here. So it's it's pretty much dirt now all the way through to Maree. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So at least probably 3-4 days of solid dirt.
Yeah.
3-4 days? 3-4 days, yeah. So fingers crossed in that we've got lake air, everything like that as well. So.
I have not checked the website yet to see if the road out to Lake Eyre, out to Halligan Bay is open yet. So we're still not sure whether we can make it or not out to Halligan Bay. Things are still up in the air if we will get to see water in Lake Eyre. This actually looks like pretty smooth dirt road. So why are you deflating the tyres?
Because I'm usually terrible and normally leave tyre pressures. Usually leave it at street pressures. Honestly, I'm really slack at it. It's usually going to be pretty bad for me to usually let tyres down. The fact that we're going to be off-road potentially for 4 or 5 days of just gravel road, and this section looks amazing. It looks like a highway. If it was like this, I wouldn't bother. But I know what the Unadad is like, and especially with all the rain we've had, we've got no idea what the road's going to be like. It just saves us doing it, and also it's a bit kinder on us and on the car. So I'm not going super low. I'm only doing like 25 in the front. I'm doing 30 in the rear. So it's still almost street pressures anyway, as opposed to like the 40s. And I'll probably do 30 in the rear and the camper as well. So just trying to be a little bit softer. These are the Maxxis tyres are quite a solid, thick sidewall. So even if we went lower than that, it still will be firm anyway. So we'll see how it goes, and we can adjust as we go if we need to. But yeah, so it might be a smoother ride for once. So just to give you an idea, so we talk about sidewall tyres or strengths of tyres. Have a look at this as in a comparison. So have a look at the bulge in the tyre here. So that's 25 PSI. Then you look at this one here. That's actually, should be 30, but I went a bit low, it's 28. That's 28 PSI. 33. And that's 33. So you can see how much more bag that's got for a much lower pressure, a much higher pressure. It just shows the strength of the sidewall is not as strong. So that's why quality tyre matters. It's very important to have a good quality tyre, whether it be a Maxxis, whether it be a BFG, whether it be Yokohama or whatever, but always buy the best tyres you can possibly afford, especially if you're doing roads like this, in places like this, because you're in the middle of nowhere. You just don't know what can happen. Look at that. Oh wow, look, oh my God, look at the colours. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey everyone, and welcome to the magnificent Breakaways.
I know, isn't it glorious?
We didn't know what to expect. Obviously, there's a lot of hype about them, but actually there's not a lot of hype, is there? They're kind of not really talked about that much.
Yeah, look, there's not a lot out there about them. Obviously, we've seen them from other YouTube channels and thought, yeah, we need to come here. And I'm so glad we did. Once again, we haven't left ourselves enough time because obviously we've got to move on to get to camp tonight. But definitely when we are on slow travel, we will be
back for sure. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. It is blowing a gale up here,
Yeah.
just because of the nature of where we are. So we've come right out onto the outcrop. When you do come here, don't just go to look out, go for a walk. It's only probably 400 metres,
It's a
500
bit hard
metres.
to tell because we kept stopping to take
Yeah,
pictures.
so it's not far. So I mean, it's not going to show very well on this, but that's the car over in the background there. And this is here, and we're here. So this is the furthest point you can walk out on this. Just do it, it's worth it. It gets you closer to all the other breakaways.
Yeah.
It's absolutely spectacular. The
I
colours
know.
are gorgeous. If this is the poor sisters of the Painted Desert, I'm looking forward to the Painted Desert.
Yeah,
it's going to be
for sure.
epic. There's all these undercuts all through this place. It's there's quite a lot of them, especially along this one over here is quite a lot. But obviously animals love it. This one here almost looks like a little den. Unreal.
So to enter the Breakaways Conservation Park, you do have to purchase a permit. For us, it was $12.50 for the vehicle, which is pretty reasonable considering how amazingly beautiful this place is. There's no facilities, but you don't need it because it's just so beautiful.
So does it say why it's so white?
Just due to weathering
Not allowed to photograph.
to the right.
So what's it? So this here,
The wattie.
the wattie.
You're not allowed to photograph the wattie. So these are two dogs.
So they're considered two dogs, yeah?
Yeah, they're the two dogs. And their man, their wattie, is to the right, which you're not allowed to photograph.
Okay, we won't photograph that. So non-Aboriginal people have called it the castle or salt and pepper, simply because of similarity to the colour and shape of form. Interesting.
I feel a bit uncomfortable being here. It's a man's story, so I'm not sure if I should be here. Hey, that feels a bit odd. The Breakaways are absolutely glorious. Get yourself here. They're called the Breakaways because it looks like they've broken away from the Stuart Ranges. So very clever naming. My apologies once again. I'm not sure how to pronunciate the Aboriginal name. I think it's Kanda, but I'll have to get some advice on that one. Absolutely beautiful, this place.